house guest. It's your girl, Rack Famous Star. Sorry, I'm so I've been working today, just trying to clean up and all this stuff and sell things and get rid of things and donate things. It's been crazy, but I'm excited to be back with you guys. It's a new week in the Big Brother house. And while it does have its downs, it does have its ups. So I'm here to talk to you guys about this week. I'm really rooting for my girl Taylor now. I really hope that she can make it a lot farther and do a lot of great things. I hope that she wins power. But let's just go where we left off. So where we left off was they had done that 7-part HOH. Well, they did two. Well, it was 2 parts, but the first part was split into 7 pieces. And what I got from the podcast that I watched was that was supposed to be the battle back competition between the evicted house guest and the backstage person. So that would have been over real quick. And who knows if they would have shown the HOH on Wednesday. Or not Wednesday. Yeah, Thursday. So that almost gets me, because that, if it would have been Taylor against Paloma or Taylor against Alyssa, that was really the only 2 options. That would have been over in a minute. Then it would have been okay, all right, regroup. All right, now into the HOH. So maybe it would have, I don't know. I'm guessing that it would have went a lot faster, and maybe we would have gotten the whole, all 5. How many parts was it? 4 parts? But maybe, I don't know. I wish they would have kind of explained more what would have happened, how the HOH would have been. That would have been nice. But anyways, so Taylor is celebrating being there after Julie had just told her and Terrence there will be no vote tonight. Paloma's already gone. And at first I was get my girl Taylor out the house, because she don't need to be there no more. Look, if that was me and all these people talking shit on me, I'm gonna go ahead, even if I don't know it's me. But I don't know. When she was excited to be there, I was excited for her to be there as well, because you can tell she really wants it. She really wants to play. It seems as though she's not a people pleaser, but she likes people being happy. You know what I'm saying? She seems like that type of person, and will get to know you and things like that. So I'm sure she's super cool. This kind of sucks for Daniel, because all 3 of his noms are still in the house. Michael, Taylor, and Terrence. All 3 of them are in the house. So it's almost his HOH was a waste. And he went through all that for them to all 3 be in the house. One of the 2 backstagers, or 3 backstagers went. So, I don't know. I'd kind of be shitting a brick, but hey. So, they have the alliance, minus Paloma. The new alliance, it was called Mamba, but, what is it, copyrights? There's, Big Brother was you can't do it, Kobe. I don't know why I explained that to you guys. You guys know. But they were you can't use it. And I think for a while they were calling themselves the Bleep Alliance. And then they finally came up with a name. Their name is Pose Pack, as in Paloma. Po as in Paloma. Pose Pack. Now, I would have been I don't know. I just can't see myself being gagged over somebody I just met, and then that person leaving the house, and then me still being die hard, girl, no, I'm sorry. I think if I wasn't there for the making of the name, then I'd be okay, fine, whatever. But if I was there, I'd be maybe something else, guys. Maybe something else. I don't know. So Pose Pack consists of Amira, Nicole, Alyssa, Kyle, Michael, Monty, and Jasmine. Now, Nicole is a new add-in. It sounds on the show, it seemed like she was added in by Amira. but I thought Monty brought her in, is what I heard. But hey, so Jasmine's ankle is not broken. It is sprained, and she is at the moment on crutches. This is right after the live show. I'm guessing it was live the way Julie was acting at the end. But it was right after the show on Thursday. It was like 20 minutes. She was with the medic. They were like, it's not broken. You're good to go. Go back in the house. She's on crutches. So the second part of the HOH is Michael, Taylor, Joseph, Amira, Jasmine, Kyle, and Monty. This was the 7 that advanced from the running obstacle course thing. Before that, Indy kind of gets emotional. I guess it's because, I don't know, I'd probably get emotional too. Like, damn, I lost. But I don't know if I'd cry. I don't know if I'd cry in the house. I don't know. There's very few things where I let myself cry for. And if I do cry, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, pump out a couple of tears, and come back out like, what's up, y'all? So, I don't know. So, Alyssa, I think Alyssa is one of the people that would work with Taylor if she could, without it being a thing. But I think a lot of the other house guests would make it a thing, you know, because it seems like they get along, or they would get along outside of the house. I'm not sure, but she's covering her butt with Taylor because Taylor had advanced the second part of the HOH, and so she's like, basically like, I don't want to be on her bad side or like, you know, get put up if Taylor wins. Daniel's in this red, white, and blue like overall get up and using this accent like, come on guys to the backyard for the HOH competition. Jasmine could have done this, hosted it, her little country accent. So this was called BB Pie Fest, and I thought this one was kind of cool. However, I was like, how is the reset and the cleanup? Like, what is going on? Who is cleaning up? How are they cleaning up? And I'm glad that we got to see this towards the end. But basically what they had was the pies started out probably like, I don't know, a foot in diameter. And they had a T and an F. Now, first I was like, how big are these little T's and F's? Like, could somebody choke on it? Which they were probably like, make them big, make them soft, like, and they were in like what seemed like pounds and pounds of frosting, and you had to like put your face in. You couldn't use your hands. You had to put your face in, right? And like look for a T or an F based on the question that's being asked, a true or false. And then you had to hit, still not using your hands, use your chin or your face to hit the buzzer to lock in your answer. And I guess it was kind of hard to tell because like you'd have to like really be like, you know, like licking it off, and you were blindfolded as well, I think. Or I don't know if even if you were blindfolded, I think it was goggles, but once you put your face in the goop, your goggles were like useless. I guess it was just so it didn't get in your eyes. And each round players were eliminated, and each round the pies got bigger, which was cool. So round 1, they asked, is the sign on the wall, does it say color TV? That was true, and Kyle and Monty got out, which I was like, Monty was trying to throw that. Monty was not. Monty tried to throw the first one. Like, when I was watching it, I don't know if I said this last time. I don't think I did because I was trying to like just get in, but maybe I did. Monty took forever for the first part. Monty was not trying to win this. Like, I was like, can you make it any more obvious, Monty? Like, at least get to the second round. But anyways, he was out. Him and Kyle were out. Round 2, the fridge is red. Now, if you have eyeballs in the house, I didn't know the answer to the question, but I'm sure if you live in the house, like, you know, every time you walk to that refrigerator, it's not red. It's blue. So that was false. And that time, Taylor and Joseph got out. So the house threat didn't advance or whatever. Joseph, just his little smile. I hope he does not. He is getting on my nerves a little bit, but I do think he has a very sweet smile. I said that before. Anyways, Round 3 said 5 exercise bikes are in the gym. And this time only one player was eliminated, and that was Amira. That answer was false, and she got out. She rang in before Jasmine, but her answer was wrong because she appeared to know the answer, but couldn't tell what letter she had, and got the true and thought it was an F and buzzed in with that. Then round 4 was between Michael and Jasmine, and it was is the neon diver in a pink bathing suit. And Michael and Jasmine, well, Jasmine rang in first, and then Michael was eliminated. They both got it right, so Jasmine is the new HOH. Part of me is like, yay, because I really like Jasmine. Part of me is yay, because she's also really easily influenced. And part of me is like, no, she's just going to go for Taylor. Michael and Amira feel good about her winning HOH. There was a time where it was Michael and Jasmine, and it was right before they were going into the final round. And this is the question that came up with, or that I was thinking about, like, how is the cleanup? Like, each time they come up, it's a clean area because they are like putting that frosting side to side. So I was like, okay, well, it seems like a clean area. But you see them, like, I guess it was like 6 tablecloths on top of each other, and they just like take it up, crumple it up, put it to the side, and then place the new pies out. And then they get like wipes and stuff to like kind of wipe off their faces. And so, yeah, Jasmine still wants Taylor out. She still says, you know what? She is the biggest threat here. Like, she does not like her. And Michael actually wants to work with Taylor. Like, I would work with her too. I'd be like, everyone wants you out. So if you, like, say, even if they realize we're working together, or if they don't realize, but they're going to get you out before me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why more people don't want to work with Taylor. Nicole ends up telling Daniel about Poe's pack. And at first, Daniel he says he's uneasy about it, which he doesn't really, I thought that stopped. Okay. He doesn't really have a choice, but he says it's uneasy, but Nicole is telling us information. So he trusts her because she's coming to him with this information about the alliance, and he's able to get this anything that they talk about. Pooch wants Taylor out. He's like, needs to go. And so he comes up with this genius plan to volunteer to go up on the block. Now, I am not sure in which order this happened because Big Brother likes to put things out of order, but he's going to multiple people telling them, like, Taylor needs to go up on the block. Like, does not even give her a chance. She needs to go out, not up on the block. So, like, basically, he's like, let's backdoor her. So we need to get some people up on the block that can win the veto so that one of us can come down and she can go up. And he's telling people, he tells Alyssa, and now I did not know Alyssa was a super fan. She don't strike me as one, but she knows that this is a dumb move. Like, you don't nominate yourself for the block. Like, pawns go home all the time. Pawns go home. Pooch is telling everyone not to even give Taylor a chance. He wants to be put up on the block with Brittany. That's his plan, to be put up with Brittany. He feels like he can beat, like, that you would know that if he's up on the block with Brittany, Brittany, and Jasmine are for sure playing. So he knows that he thinks he could for sure beat Brittany and Jasmine. Now, when he goes to Jasmine, Amira's in the room. Hold on. I think this happened first. When Amira and Alyssa and Michael were talking about Pooch's plan, first they were like, can you believe that? Like, he wants to nominate him. He wants to be put up on the block. And then Amira was like, let's go after Pooch. And they were like, yeah. Like, Pooch is a big target. I can't stand Pooch. I couldn't stand him from the first word he said. I don't want to be that person, but I can't stand him. I can't stand him, because if I was in a house and he couldn't stand me, I'll make it a point, baby. I'm gonna give you a reason not to like me. But that's that. So Pooch, I'm gonna skip over the part with Indy, because that was weird to me. Which I get the message that she was saying, but I don't really like Pooch. So I'm gonna skip over that. If you really care about it, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna skip over it. So Pooch offers the plan up to Jasmine and Amira. Like I said, Amira was in the room when he talks about this. And Jasmine is like, I'm not sure, because you're well liked. But Pooch is offering himself up on the block, and he thinks it's a power move. He's talking to the camera, and he was like, yeah, this is a resume move. Like, when I get down to the final 3, like, I can bring this up, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Taylor ends up talking with Jasmine. And she says something like, am I going to be put up as a pawn? And I was like looking down, but I'm guessing, I don't know. And I could have gone back, but I just didn't want to. But Jasmine like gives her a look, and I saw the end part of the look. I didn't see the beginning part. But Jasmine gives her like a look that Taylor goes, oh, I am. Like, I am being put up on the block. Like, that was her understanding. And then Jasmine confirms it. Like, yeah, you're going to be put up on the block, but just as a pawn. So at this time, both Taylor and Pooch know that they're going, well, not know, but like, if they're going to go up on the block, they think it's as a pawn. Jasmine doesn't know who her target is at this point, because she's like, I want them both gone at the end of the day. So, and I think this is a good strategy for Jasmine, even though I don't want Taylor up. I think any HOH's best strategy is to always nominate people that you don't care which either one goes home. You don't nominate somebody that's your target, and then the other person you're like, but they're so nice, or they're a good competitor. No, you nominate 2 people that you don't care which one of them goes home. Doesn't matter. And you may not have like, I'm sorry if I'm yelling, but you may not have like necessarily like targets like that, but you need to know that one of them is going to go, supposedly. So like, I think you shouldn't care which one goes home if you're going to put them up. So Jasmine has a tough decision, but I don't even think it's up to Jasmine at this point. I think the house needs to do what they want to do. I hate this. Let's do what the HOH wants. No. Once the decision is out of the HOH's hands and is now in your hands and you get your vote however you want to vote. That's how I be like, nah, let's flip this. And when she asks why, I'm be like, because you didn't have a vote. Like, you are safe. You nominated these people, and now it's up to us. We're going to do what we want to do. So, I don't know. Jasmine now has a scooter. And someone was saying that this is probably not the same. Maybe it is the same brand that Christmas had from a couple seasons ago. Remember she broke her foot? God, she could have been such a better player. Actually, I don't know. She probably would have been about the same. But she's wheeling in, right? And Big Brother makes this as awkward. She's wheeling in. And then she gets close and then knocks the nomination block off her scooter. And everyone's like, Nicole ends up picking it up for her, and nominations go on as regular. She puts it on the table finally. First nom is Taylor, second nom is Pooch. So as expected. And she basically says for Taylor's reason was that she wants to honor the HOH from last week because he put her up and she didn't go home, and tells the whole house that she wants her gone. So publicly it sounds like, I want you gone, to Taylor. To Pooch, she was like, well, you were the backstage boss and you didn't have to fight to stay here, and so with the power veto you're gonna have to fight to stay here. And I don't know. I mean, I was like, fine, whatever. I don't know what reason I would give. I'd be like, I want both of y'all bitches gone. Not even me. I want both of y'all gone. The only way I can get to the 750,000 is if both of y'all, one of y'all are gone. So it doesn't really matter to me which one goes home. Close. Or whatever it is. This nomination ceremony is adjourned. That would be me. But I don't know. It gives me hope for Taylor. I do know the results of the power veto. I don't know how the power veto, they haven't had the ceremony yet. Ceremony is normally on Monday, I think. So I don't know if the noms are going to change or stay the same. So who knows? But I do think if the nominations stay the same, I think they should get Pooch out, and I think they probably will. Because Taylor is not a threat. Taylor doesn't really have anybody. She has people that she's trying to form connections with, but she doesn't really have anybody. Pooch has a whole lot of people, and Pooch is also with that huge bro alliance. So Pooch is a great person to get out this week. And Pooch is also talking about my girl Taylor. So that's all I'm going to have to say. I will see you guys on Wednesday night, and that will be for the power veto. And probably, well, if noms for today, power veto will be on Wednesday. Will they just play, or will they will need to, unless they will need to, because they'll end they'll end the episode with closing the box. So they'll have the power veto at the beginning, have like 20 minutes of conversation, and then the last 7 or 8 minutes will be the ceremony of whoever winning, either deciding to leave the nominations the same or take one of the nominations off the block. And then Thursday is when we will have the vote, and then we will have the twist. Now, I heard it was something like BB Besties, but I also don't know how, what that means. Is everyone going to be in pairs? Is it going to be if I win, you're safe. If I win HOH, you're HOH. If I win HOH and you win, we both pick one? Or what is it? So it's there's so many things that could come into play with that. So I guess we'll see, but I'm excited for next week, and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye.